Before we dive in, I wanted to give a brief overview of how a healthy hearing system works. So you have three main components of the ear: the outer, middle, and inner ear. The outer ear collects sound and funnels it towards the eardrum. And the eardrum is attached to the ossicular chain, so that is three hearing bones that act as a lever system to transfer the signal through the middle ear to the inner ear. As energy is transferred from one bone to the next, it ends up at the stapes, which is the last bone in the ossicular chain, which is attached to the oval window of the cochlea. And so this is the thin tissue that's covering the entry point of the cochlea, which is a fluid-filled inner ear cavity. The cochlea is a snail-shaped tube within the skull that contains many sensory hearing cells. So these cells are stimulated through the movement of the fluid in the cochlea and sit on a flexible membrane called the basilar membrane. So when that oval window is vibrated and sends the fluid into motion, the basilar membrane and the sensory hearing cells are displaced. Within the cochlea, there are two different types of hair cells. The outer hair cells act as either attenuators or amplifiers of sound. So these cells either boost soft sounds or they attenuate loud sounds. The inner hair cells are responsible for transferring that sound information to the auditory nerve. The auditory nerve then transfers that sound information to different parts of the brain in order for that information to be processed and the meaning of it to be interpreted.